Hey, howdy, how's it going? How's it going? I'm gonna be talking about Shangri-La today. The Black Ops 1 Zombies map, Shangri-La. It came after Call of the Dead. Shangri-La is it's a pretty cool map, dude. It's a pretty cool map. It's very small compared to the others, but that's why I like it, you know what I mean? It kind of gives off it gives off a Baroque feeling, how, like, claustrophobic it is. And yeah, it's pretty dope map. Pretty dope map. This is gonna be a kind of a review slash reminiscing of the map that most people don't like. I like it, and if I'm being honest, I think the people don't like they like it. It's not like more likable than like Call of the Dead or like Kino or 5 or Moon, or let's say a more modern one like The Rise and Drac or Origins or Mob of the Dead or Shadows of Evil or something. But Shangri-La, it has a place in my heart, and it has a place in many other people's hearts. I do think, and it's a beautiful map, dude. It's one of the for a long time, it was the longest standing only one besides like Shino Numa that was like a foresty, like jungle type map, until like Zetsubo no Shima came around. And I don't know why people don't like, or well, I understand why Zetsubo wasn't hated whenever it was first released. It was a buggy mess. I remember that. Oh my goodness, it was awful. But there was also, the fact that Shangri-La, it was released in a time where the zombies community wasn't that mature yet. We didn't have the idea of, we can use some of these maps as like warm-ups or like training maps, or because that's what I look at, like a lot of these smaller, harder maps is their training maps to get your like skill up for like Easter eggs and stuff and other maps, to keep you on your feet, or challenge maps. I like using them for that as well. Whenever there's like a 2-box or like a 1 pack a punch or some type of challenge like that. Like they're like Shangri-La, 5, Baroque, like those 3 maps right off the top of my head are like challenge slash training maps. You know what I mean? And not training maps in the like sense like, you're training the zombies into a group, like a zombies boot camp type map, like you can play it as a survival map, and it teaches you some of the core aspects of zombies. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. The thing that isn't straightforward is the pack-a-punching on Shangri-La. Pack-a-punching on Shangri-La in single player, pretty easy. You just find the pad, you step on it, boom, you go up, pack-a-punch. But then, then you have the fact that if you're playing public lobbies, good luck, because you got to get every single person standing on those pressure plates to get pack-a-punch open. And you're not going to be able to get it open if you can't communicate with people and do it at the exact same time, because you have to sit there and hold it a little bit. So, like, you can't just run up, tap it, and run away, like, it takes all 4 of you, and it sucks, But, anyways, that's the famous thing that Shangri-La is known for people not liking. And not liking the map for that, well, I don't know, that seems a little overdoing it. That could genuinely ruin the experience for some people that, don't have friends to play with. I sometimes do and sometimes don't. I have played a lot of the maps and done a lot of the Easter eggs, but Shangri-La isn't one of those maps that I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did all the BO1 Easter eggs at one time or another. I just never did them all at once, I remember doing Moon. Moon was great, but we're not talking about Moon. We're talking about Shangri-La and the Eclipse mode with Brock and Gary, the baby gun, the 2 new zombie types, which is the Screecher and the fire zombie, the napalm zombie, and yeah, that new stuff. And like the new ways of getting around, or not new ways, but like cool ways of getting around the map with the mine cart and the water slide, and that's just cool stuff, you know what I mean? There's also the spiky boys that try to poke you in the ass every time you go from spawn to one of the different side areas of the map, which is kind of annoying. And man, this map is like when you get down to it, this map, like you're fighting the map more than you're fighting the zombies. Like holy moly, whenever you think about it, you are like the mud room where like the maze mud room where you step on the pressure plate and it guides you from either the straight side or back the way you came. Like there's nothing more angering than like you're trying to get from one side of the map or the another, and you run up across that and it leads you back to the same, like, oh my goodness, bro, it's fucking annoying. And I've had that happen to me like several times over, just doing the same thing, and then I eventually just have to walk across the damn mud. Ugh. And that mud is worse than Origins mud, at least from memory. Like, oh my goodness. But yeah, there's a few frustrating things about 5 and Shangri-La and Nuketown and all these maps that are like training maps, but that's why they're, that's why they're hard. They have their quirks. And the quirks of Shangri-La is, well, you're fighting the map more than you're fighting the zombies. Like, a lot of zombies maps are more or less like it's an arena for you to kill the zombies. In Shangri-La, it's more like an obstacle course with zombies in it. That's what I would describe it as. And it's a very fun experience whenever you're doing it solo or with people who know what they're doing. It's pretty damn fun. It's pretty fun, man. And like, I don't know. Like, the hate for this map is overblown, in my opinion. Same thing with Zetsubo, but, that's after all the bugs being sorted out and all that, and that took years. But, yeah, broski, like, this map is, I don't know what else to say about it, except, just, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that you got the focusing stone from the Easter egg as well. And I'm not like up to date with all the zombies lore and anything, but I do know for a fact that I think we either get the focusing stone or the rod or some shit from this map, like the focusing rod or some shit or stone or whatever the fuck, and you take that up to Moon and all that stuff. And oh wait, yeah, I think it is the focusing stone or whatever from Shangri-La. But yeah, this map is fun, dude. This map is fun. I can't tell you how many times I was like playing on it and trying to get to like a decently high round. And I'm gonna be honest with you, my highest round on this map is like 20s. Like maybe I scratched 30s a couple of times. And that's on BO1 and BO3. Like, this is a hard fucking map, dude. In both BO3 and BO1 versions, well, they have their quirks, you know what I mean? Like, one of the, man, I just had a brain fart right there. One of the, versions of it will have the baby gun being able to, shrink them down, and you can just run through them, like, Black Ops 1, where it's, like, sure, they'll damage you, but it ain't gonna be that bad, and they're not gonna stop you or hinder you from moving. But in the BO3 version, they nerfed it a little bit by, having them hurt you a little bit more, and having it to where they give resistance whenever you run through them, like there's actual resistance to it, and it's just annoying, bro. So that's the reason, like, and plus there's no PhD on BO3, but there is on BO1, and man, Shangri-La definitely has its quirks, like, about it, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way you could play that and have the same game every time. And the early rounds on Shangri-La, oh my goodness, they are stressful. They are so stressful. But that's also the reason why it's fun. Those hair-raising moments where you just around the corner and somehow make it. It's a weird feeling, but it's fun. But, that's Shangri-La. It's, you know, the jungle of the dead or whatever. And it's pretty fun. I think the lore is like Rick Toppin needed Rick Toppin needed the focus in stone, and the only way to get it was through Brock and Gary, and like they get stuck in a time loop forever, I'm pretty sure, and that really sucks and all that. And but you know, Rick Toppin being the sociopath he is just, you know, fucking happy that he got his rock. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Me Rick Toppin, me Rick Toppin, me like rock. Me like rock. You know what I mean? But yeah, Shangri-La is pretty fun, but pretty chaotic, can sometimes drive you wild. It's definitely the middle child of all the Black Ops maps, you know what I mean? Like it definitely like plays weirdly sometimes, but hey, that's, you know, that's what you get. Not every map is gonna be, you know, a masterpiece of all masterpieces, and that's something to be thankful for, because it means there's gonna be different things in life no matter what. Of course, you can't like skimp on the quality, and that's the reason why Shangri-La is like, even though it's not that liked, it's still gold. You know what I mean? Like compared to a lot of other maps in this series, it is gold. It is priceless, like fine china, compared to a lot of other maps in this series. But, you know, like I said, you can't win them all. You can't make everything shine like a diamond. And Shangri-La, compared to all the other maps, yeah, I like it. It gets a good, yeah, I like it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like a gushing, like, love like I have for, like, 5 or Ascension or Call of the Dead. Like, Ascension's fun, but I would rather play probably any other map than Ascension, unless we're just playing it for shits and giggles. Because if we're just playing Shangri-La for shits and giggles, I'm always down to play that map, because it's just funny to play with people and to mess with people on that map. But anyways, that's all I have for today with Shangri-La. Like and subscribe to the video, leave a comment. Stay tuned for the Moon, like, reminiscing / review, you know what I mean? Like stoners, like, reminiscing review of Moon, just as I've done with Shang. And if I'm being honest, Shang is the smoke weed every day map, so I do love the zombies map, you know? It's like the first, like, green foliage type map, so it's the first, like, stoner map in my opinion. that and probably Call of the Dead, because Call of the Dead is also a vibe. But anyways, yeah, that was the video. Like and subscribe, comment, all that good shit. Check out all the other videos. Share my shit if you're willing to do that. And I will see you later. Peace.